Today we're going all the way back to 2010 with Linkin Park and their album 1,000 Suns. Welcome back to Scene Culture Catch Up, the show where I attempt to catch up on all the music that I missed out on from about 2010 to 2020 when I wasn't listening to any heavy or alternative music at all. Today we are checking out 1,000 Suns from Linkin Park. I've been saying I've been going to do this for about a month or so, and I've just been so busy, but today I finally have about an hour to sit down, listen to this album, and share my thoughts with you guys. I'm so stoked to check this out because there's been this gap in my Linkin Park knowledge of all the 2010s albums, and I just want to fill it in so I can know more about their story, kind of maybe know what more to expect from the new record coming up in November. I know this one is a little bit more experimental. It's a concept album, so it's going to be really, really interesting. I'm definitely going in with an open mind, expecting a bit of a different sound that I'm used to from Linkin Park, because, in my mind, Linkin Park sounds like, Meteora, Hybrid Theory, Minutes to Midnight, and that's the Linkin Park that I know. So I don't know anything post 2010. So I'm really, really stoked to hear this side of them, a little bit more experimental, a little bit weirder. So without any further ado, let's just get right into this thing. But real quick, I'd love to ask you to join the community and subscribe. We love discovering and checking out great new music here, and we'd love to have you. So far, very atmospheric. Setting up this kind of ambient sound.
God save us, everyone. Will we burn inside the fires of 1,000
Interesting.
suns for the sins of our hands, sins of our
It's like a synthesized voice from a vocoder.
Be the same. Few people laughed. Few people
Another
cried.
interlude.
Most people were
A lot of
silent.
build-up for this first track here.
I remembered the line from the Hindu scripture, the Bhagavad Gita. Vishnu is trying to persuade the prince that he should do his duty, and to impress him takes on his multi-armed form and says, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds."
Oppenheimer.
I suppose we all thought that one way or another.
Good, now we're getting into it. This seems like this will be the first real song. Very mellow so far. Oh, okay. from this really big kind of ambient sound, and then suddenly we're closed down a little bit to just a little more intimate and warm. What's that? Is that Mike and Chester together? I honestly can't tell. Well, there's Chester. But this is very different from what I'm used to. Okay. Very like chill chorus one. Nice harmonies. Okay. Build it a little bit more up this time. Little guitar solo. Nice. It's an extremely different tone, like song-wise, than I'm used to. Very upbeat, melodic. Yeah, this is an interesting first, like, real track here. I can't quite place it. It's strange. Very mellow. Blood of innocence burning in the skies. Another interlude. I do appreciate them putting all this world building stuff on its own tracks. It's what I wish Bring Me the Horizon would have done with their last record. Because it drives me nuts. Ooh. Drives me nuts when that stuff is included in every song and it makes it impossible to shuffle or put in a playlist. Okay. This is very different. That guitar is cool. Jungle drums. .808s. Ooh.
Yeah. I am not a pattern to be followed. The pill that I'm on is a tough one to swallow.
right, Mike.
I came in the ring like a dog on a chain and found out the underbelly sicker than it seems. And it seems ugly, but it can get worse. Cause even a blueprint is a gift and a curse. Cause once you got a theory of how the thing works, everybody wants the next thing to be just like the first. And I'm not a robot, I'm not a monkey. I will not dance even if the beat's funky. Opposite of lazy, far from a punk. Y'all ought to stop talking, start trying to catch up, motherfucker. And all the people say, try to catch up, motherfucker.
Okay.
Lauren said money changes situation. Big said it increased the complication. Kane said don't step, I ain't the one. Chuck said it Uzi weigh a motherfucking ton. And I'm just a student of the game that they taught me. Rocking every stage and every place that they brought me. I'm awfully underrated. But given to
This is
the
really
record,
good
so
from
big,
performance from Mike.
for the record, I am the opposite of whack, opposite of weak, opposite of slack, synonym of heat, synonym of crack, closest to a peak, far from a punk. Y'all ought to stop talking, start trying to catch up, motherfucker. And all the people say,
I love these verses. They're sick.
try to catch up, motherfucker.
This is really interesting. It's structured more like a rap song where there's just like this one beat, it's barely a chorus, and it's all about lyricism and the vibe. That synth.
And all the people say, try to catch up, motherfucker. And all the people say,
I like this one. Very different, but I really liked Mike's energy. Don't know about the chorus. It was okay, but the verses were really solid. And the drums, dude. That with those like deep synths. All right. Robot Boy. Yeah, this is like all these songs, they have this like subdued energy that feels, I don't know, it's not odd. I just can't place my finger on it. It's like this subdued energy that's like, feels like from a tone perspective, like they're kind of like removed from what's happening and they're like telling this story as a cautionary tale, perhaps. The theme of the album, you know, like nuclear violence. Like none of it has like an urgency to it. If that makes sense. It feels very much like I said, like a cautionary tale. It's interesting. Ooh. Big sound here. Really, like the use of synths on this one is very different from typical Linkin Park stuff. Very experimental. Chester sounds great there. I've been kind of wanting more of excuse me, those impassioned Chester vocals, you know, like there's hasn't been much fire on here yet. Very mellow. Great guitar tone, though. Journal of Death? Journey of Death, maybe. Not sure. My Spanish is not very great. Really fast tremolo on that voice there. I almost expected like a huge like EDM drop there, like a house beat or something. I don't know. Maybe it's still coming, I don't know. I don't think so. I think we're just gonna keep building until whatever the next song is. Drop off. Okay, I know this one because I heard it at the live concert. Or not, the one that we reacted to together.
This is not the end, this is not the beginning. Just a voice like a riot rocket every revision. But you listen to the tone and the violent rhythm and know the words sound steady. So
More of them interesting kind of like hip-hoppy, Latin kind of influenced drums.
Waiting for the end to come, wishing I had strength.
I do like this one.
This is not what I had planned. It's out of my control. Flying at the speed of
These lyrics hit really hard these days, huh? After everything that's happened.
so many things were left unsaid. It's hard to let you go. I know what it takes to move on. I know how it feels to lie. All I wanna do is trade this life for something new, holding on to what I haven't got. Sitting in an empty room, trying
Nice bass.
to forget the past.
Nice harmonies too.
This was never meant to last.
Really nice harmonies.
I wish it wasn't so. I know what it takes to move on. I know how it feels to lie. All I wanna do is trade this life for something new, holding on to what I haven't got.
What was left when that fire was gone? I thought it felt right, but that right was wrong. All caught up in the eye of the storm and trying to figure out what it's like moving on. And I don't even know what kind of things I said. My mouth kept moving and my mind went dead. So picking up the pieces now, where to begin? The hardest part of ending is starting again.
Ooh. One of like very weird synths. Weird stuff. Production is so crisp and clear. Very clean.
Like a riot rocket every revision. But you listen to the tone and the violent rhythm. Words sound steady, so every beginning we say yeah. The fist flying up in the air, like we're holding on to something that's invisible there. 'Cause we're running and mercy, you're waiting to hear. Forget it, let it all disappear.
All right. Very cool synth. Like it's a really distorted piano.
I'm stuck in this bed you
Oh.
made, alone with a sinking feeling. I saw through the words
Okay.
you said, to the secrets you've been keeping. It's written upon your
It's
face.
Chester's turn to spit the bars.
Can't get enough, you take and take and take and never say no. You gotta get it inside. You push it back down. You push it back down now.
Great screams.
You say that it's not your fault, instead that I am mistaken. You said it's not what it seems, no remorse for the trust you're breaking. You run but then back you fall, suffocate in the mess you're making. You can't get enough, you taking. Fuck it, are you listening? No! You gotta get it inside, you push it back down, you push it
Very interesting. Like,
you'll never get it
these are some of the most aggressive vocals, definitely the most aggressive vocals I've heard on this record so far. But this beat is so happy. It's so weird. Oh. Something's happening. Oh. Okay. Yeah, this is weird, but I like it. Very like health, sleigh bells, noise rock. Whoa, the vocal chops. This one's weird, man. It's only half over. Like, what the heck is going on?
Floating down.
Alright, Mike.
Feel the light. You look up from the ground in fields of paper white and floating on. You pass us in the night, a future gazing out, a past to override. So calm down, far below. We've been waiting to correct the things you know. Calm down, far below. We've been waiting to correct what you've let go.
What a weird song.
Calm down.
Another spot where I feel like I almost wanted to just go full techno, full EDM. But really like just dancing on that edge. And it hasn't quite gone over yet. A bit crusher. A weird one.
There's a time when the operation of the machine becomes so odious, makes you so sick at heart that you can't take part. You can't even passively take part. And you've got to put your bodies upon the gears and upon the wheels, upon the levers, upon all the apparatus, and you've got to make it stop.
Oh, okay. Now we're fully electronic.
To save face.
Oh.
How can you go? Chuck a lot of game, but yet you don't know. Static on the way, make us all say, whoa. The people up top, push the people down low, get down. And steady getting mine.
The bass, dude.
Wanna take what I got, don't be absurd. Don't fight the power, nobody gets hurt. If you haven't heard yet, then I'm letting you know there ain't shit. We don't run when the guns unload. And no one make a move, unless my people say so. Got everything out of control, now everybody go.
Dude, this is nasty.
Wretches and Kings, we come for you.
Pace, how slow can you go? Talk a lot of shit and yet you don't know. Fire on the way, make you all say, whoa. The people up top and the people down low, get down. And running it like that. The front of the attack is exactly where I'm
This is
at.
sick.
Somewhere in between the kick and the hi-hat, the pin and the contract, the pitch and the contact. So get with the combat. I'm letting them know there ain't shit you can say to make me back down. No, so push the button, let the whole thing roll, spinning everything out of control. Now everybody go.
The guitar is disgusting. Dude, this is nasty. It's so bassy, distorted. A little breakdown,
From the front to the
please.
back and the side to side. If you feel what I feel, put 'em up real high.
Please.
Back and the side to side.
I don't know.
If you feel what I feel, put 'em up real high. Front to the back and the side to side. If you feel what I feel, put 'em up real high. Front to the back and the
That
side to
groove.
side. If you feel what I feel, put 'em up real high. Front to the back and the side to side. If you feel what I feel, put 'em up real high. Front to the back and the side to side. If you feel what I feel, put 'em up real high.
When the operation of the machine becomes so odious, makes you so sick at heart that you can't
That sample is so hard.
absolutely take part. And you've got to put your bodies upon the gears and upon the wheels, upon the levers, upon all the apparatus, and you've got to make it stop. And you've got to indicate to the people who run it, to the people who own it, that unless you're free, the machine will be prevented from working at all.
What a great quote. This is by far my favorite track. That was sick.
Because my conscience leaves me no other choice.
Sounds like Martin Luther King. I could be stupid.
On the world order and say of war.
I'm gonna look it up because I don't want to look stupid.
Is not just. This business of burning human beings with napalm.
It is Martin Luther King.
Our nation's homes with all
I knew it. He has such a distinct voice.
into the veins of people's normally humane. Sending men home from dark and bloody battlefields, physically handicapped and psychologically deranged. Cannot be reconciled with wisdom, justice, and love. 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 Cannot be reconciled
Haunting.
with wisdom, justice, and love.
Iridescent. What is this? Silent Planet? Stupid.
When you were standing in the wake of devastation, when you were waiting on
Chill mic
the edge
vocals.
of the unknown, and with the cataclysm raining down, inside's crying, save me now. You were there impossibly alone. Do you feel cold and lost in desperation?
See, it's another one where it's got that EDM kick. I almost want it after this chorus to just like club banger, you know? I don't know. Just give me a weird vibe. Yeah, it's like kind of halfway there. A little bit of a U2 vibe with the guitars. Nice chill song, not my favorite. This whole record has been quite a ride. Like, really, I can see they're trying something here. Really trying to tell a story. Really trying to switch it up musically. Oh, that's very U2 guitars there. Big arena style, dotted eighth delay. Maybe a Vox amp, you know? Like, it's that edge sound, you know? Big gang vocals. Nice, chill, happy track. More vocoder. Yeah, this whole thing feels like a musical. Like you can tell the like concept albumness of it. Like it's very like Pink Floydian, you know, The Wall. This one I've also heard for some reason. I think it was also in the live stream.
God bless us, everyone. We're a broken people living on a loaded gun, and it can't be outfought, it can't be outdone, it can't be outmatched, it can't be outrun. No. God bless us, everyone. We're a broken people.
This is the second to last track. I did not realize.
And it can't be outfought, it can't be outdone, it can't be outmatched.
Interesting.
It can't be outrun, no. And when I close my eyes tonight to symphonies of blinding light, God bless us, everyone. We're a broken people living on a loaded gun. Oh, like memories in cold decay, transmissions echoing away, far from the world of you and I, where oceans bleed into the sky.
Well, weird synths.
God save us, everyone. Will we burn inside the fires of 1,000 suns for the sins of our hand, the sins of our tongue, the sins of our father, the sins of our young? No. God save us, everyone. Will we burn inside the fires of 1,000 suns for the sins of our hand, the sins of our tongue, the sins of our father, the sins
Very repetitive, chanty. It's like a mantra. Synth solo? Nice drum work. Like the cymbals. Play the guitars there. What an interesting song. Like, it feels like it just builds and builds and builds, and it never quite arrives. It never, like, really breaks into, like, oh, this is the big part. It's very chanty, you know, repetitive, the same thing over and over. Like I said, it's like a mantra or a prayer. Acoustic track to finish us off.
When you feel you're alone, cut off from this cruel world,
Linkin Park Unplugged. That would have been, I don't know if they ever did that, but I don't know if you know MTV does Unplugged anymore, but that would have been sick.
Those angel voices, they'll say to you, they'll be your guide back home when life leaves us blind.
Yeah. Ooh. It's really getting that grit in there.
When you suffered enough and your spirit is breaking, you're growing desperate from the fight. Remember your Lord, and you always will be. This melody will bring you right back home when life leaves us blind.
Super mellow.
Keeps us cold
Like campfire vibes.
when life leaves us
I feel like all this needs is like a big gang vocal sing-along ending, you know?
keeps us cold.
That'd be a little too cliche. A little organ in there. Maybe it's a Rhodes? I'm not sure. Alright, that was Linkin Park with their record 1,000 Suns. Let's break it down. Man, what a wild ride. I don't know what I was expecting, but I don't think that was it necessarily. I can really feel that concept album DNA sewn all throughout this record. Like I said, very Pink Floydian. Just lots and lots of storytelling through the songs and through the interludes. And I am a huge fan of how they constructed this album. Just from a production standpoint, I so appreciate that all those little story bits and interludes were kept in their own little containers in 1 minute, 90 second, 2 minute chunks, and not tacked on to the beginning or the end of songs. Because when bands don't do that, I'm looking at you, Bring Me the Horizon, it makes it impossible to shuffle or to grab individual songs and put them into a playlist, because you got all this gobbledygook you got to listen through at the beginning and the end of the song. And I know they probably don't want me to shuffle the album anyway, but listen, I want to listen to it how I want to listen to it. And sometimes I want to grab a one song, out of the middle and put it into a playlist because it's a sick song, but it has an annoying 1 minute outro of, static or a robot talking to me or whatever. but I really appreciate that Linkin Park was smart enough and courteous enough to put those things into their own little containers. Now, as for the record itself, I don't know. It was very, very strange. I don't know. It had this feeling of foreboding. It had this feeling of melancholy. Like I said, and maybe I'm getting this wrong, but like I said, it has this feeling of like, this tragedy happened in the past. We are warning you, the people of the future, to avoid it. And, there's also a little bit of like asking for forgiveness for the sins of the past kind of feeling. But overall, it just feels very kind of melancholy and serious, but in like a very major key kind of musical theater almost kind of way. I don't know. It's very strange. And like I said, in the reaction, there's not a lot of urgency to these songs. They feel like, a recording from the past, reaching out to the future. Doesn't feel like something that's happening currently. You know what I mean? Like there are certain songs, like I'm thinking of like great like protest anthems, like Rage Against the Machine, or even some Silent Planet stuff, or other bands that kind of get a little political. There's an anger, there's a fieriness, there's a like we need to act now kind of attitude going on, and this definitely doesn't give me that, except on a few tracks which I'll get to later. But for the most part, it just has this feeling of like melancholy, and this bad thing happened in the past, and I don't want you to repeat it. And almost like a parent, telling their child like, hey, I messed up, don't be like me. Very, very interesting. And I'm sure that there's so much lore and so much detail around this album, which I would love for you guys to spill for me in the comments, because it is so detailed, I'm sure, and I would really love for you guys to explain that to me, so I can have more context for this record. But overall, I don't know. I think the record was really well crafted. I think the songs were beautiful. I just feel like sometimes they lacked a little bit of urgency, energy, but overall I think it was really, really well composed. Now, there are a few songs on there that were absolute bangers. 3 that I can think of like right off the top of my head is like When They Come For Me, Blackout, and Wretches and Kings. I think those are the ones. Man, it just like, those songs were really aggressive and interesting. They had this kind of fieriness to them, which I really liked, especially Wretches and Kings. That one was just bananas. I really liked that one a lot. I liked Mike's aggressive, rapping on When They Come For Me. I really enjoyed those tracks a lot. I thought the production was really great. Guitar tones and the synth tones were grimy and disgusting. Really, really cool. But they just had that energy that I feel like the album was missing for me. And so those tracks really, really uplifted my experience of this one. I would have been a little more bored if it wasn't for those tracks like that. Overall, this is a really, really interesting album. One I'm not sure if I will come back to a lot, but I'm really, really glad that I experienced it. I think it is a really, really interesting exploration of a concept album. And I think the themes that they wanted to communicate here of like warning against nuclear war, against war and violence and oppression in general, I think those came across really, really well. Very much feels kind of musical theater-y. I don't know. I think that's the best way I can describe it. I enjoyed it overall, and I'm really glad I checked it out with you guys. Let me know what you guys' thoughts on this album are. I know this is a contentious one in the fan base. Some people really, really love it, and some people cannot stand it. I think I find myself kind of in the middle. I don't know if this one is necessarily for me personally, but I respect what they were trying to do here, and I think that there are some gems in there as well. Up next is going to be Living Things, another record that I haven't heard. Really looking forward to that one. Heard it's another pretty contentious one, so I'm stoked to check it out. But in the meantime, there's so much great music coming out these days, I can hardly keep up with it. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of it either. We're going to be covering all kinds of awesome stuff this year. Records from Linkin Park, from Make Them Suffer, from hopefully Spirit Box, and maybe Loathe, I don't know. I don't know. They haven't dropped in forever, but they still could drop this year. I don't know. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of that good stuff. If you like this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe. It really, really helps out the channel. That's going to do it for me today. See you in the next one.